Hello and good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca, everybody's favorite morning news show, live Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on the Undefeated channel. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Eintracht Frankfurt and Barcelona match coming up on Thursday, Europa League quarterfinal. If this is your first time finding us, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, come hang out with us, like I said, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel where we cover live Barcelona news. And then we're also live for all the Barcelona matches. I do the commentary, you participate in the chat with Culers from around the world right here on the Undefeated channel. It's a good time, folks. And like I said, in today's episode, we'll be talking about the match coming up between Eintracht Frankfurt and Barcelona. We'll talk lineups, we'll talk predictions, we'll go over some fun facts about Eintracht Frankfurt. Like, for example, for those of you that didn't know, Eintracht is actually a German word for about to get humped by Barcelona. Let's go. Visca Barca, everybody. Let's go ahead and start the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
I'm hilarious. All right, Eintracht isn't actually a German word for about to get humped by Barcelona, but that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a complete domination. I'm not worried about it at all. Knock on wood, curse to the commentator. We'll go over lineups, we'll go over predictions. Like I said, today's episode is going to be all about Eintracht Frankfurt versus Barcelona. First, I want to go over some insights here, some fun facts from, I believe this is powered by ESPN. This little match preview had some fun facts. I thought I'd read them to you all, get a little reaction, and then I will turn to the chat. I'll say my hellos, get the good mornings going, catch up with the Stash Squad. But first, the insights. One, this is actually the first meeting between the two sides, Eintracht Frankfurt and Barcelona in Europe, that is. Eintracht are currently unbeaten in 8 games against Spanish opponents in Europe. 5 wins, 3 draws, never losing at home. However, they haven't played Barcelona. Barcelona have conceded 14 goals across their last 3 matches against German opponents. However, all 3 have been Bayern Munich. And 2 of those 3 have been without Xavi. So we can shake that off. Irrelevant fact. Number 3, Eintracht Frankfurt have never lost at home in major European competition in the quarterfinals and beyond. This is the most such games any side has ever played in major European competition without being defeated. But they haven't played Barcelona. You guys getting a theme here? Barcelona have been defeated only 3 times across their last 20 matches in UEFA or Europa League competition, although 3 defeats came in away matches: Celta Vigo in 2001, Liverpool 2001, and Celtic in March 2004. That was a long time ago, guys. Long time ago. A lot has changed. Xavi ball is in full effect. The last stat, number 5 here, or last fun fact, I should say. Barcelona's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored 24 goals in Europa League, none of them coming from the penalty spot. You hear that, Ronaldo? None of them coming from the penalty spot. Zero. Anyway, only player with more non-penalty goals in the competition is Radamel Falcao. A dubious honor. If there ever was one. Oh no,
Ladies and gentlemen,
no. We did it. Reset it. Ayush, I'm glad you're here. Reset the counter. We were so close. We were so close. It was a strong start. We'll get there, folks. Reset the counter back to 0. Amateur hour to get things going. Anyway, there's some fun facts just to get the conversation going. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your reaction to some of those. As I mentioned in today's episode, we'll be doing a full match preview. We'll go over lineups. We'll talk predictions for the Frankfurt match tomorrow, kicking off at 3 o'clock. We're going to be live about 2:30 here on the channel. That's where I'll pause. Let me go ahead and get my good mornings going, catch up with the Stash Squad here, see who we got hanging out with us. My man Ayush, how we doing, sir? The original Stash mod. Now we've got multiple Stash mods. We've got 4 Stash mods now. It's absolutely incredible. Levi's here with us. Levi, I was just thinking about you, buddy. I still need to add your picture into the slideshow. I've been slacking. I apologize, Levi. My personal apology to you. I got to get you in that slideshow. You were nice enough to send in a picture. I got to make that update. Speaking of, if anybody else would like to be included in the pre-match halftime slideshow, send me your pictures right down here at the undefeated Mustache John on Instagram or at the undefeated MJ on Twitter. Throw on your Barcelona kit. If you don't have one, make a sign, take a picture, send it to me. I'll include you in the pre-match halftime slideshow with the other Culers. So you get your name up in lights there. Felipe, good morning, sir, says Laporta is dead set on bringing a superstar that won't necessarily, but we don't necessarily need a big superstar. You've got a good point there. We've got Ansu returning, and you guys forget we have our superstar coming back. Did you guys forget about Antoine Griezmann? I mean, come on. There's our superstar, everybody. Antoine Griezmann's just at loan over at Atletico Madrid. He's going to come back. He's going to be the big summer signing, but we don't actually need to sign him. He's already part of the club. Isn't that amazing? Wrong. We'll use Griezmann cam here. Borrow Dembele cam. I'm kidding, of course. There's no way Griezmann is going to come back and play for Barcelona. That's just not going to happen. We do technically still own him, but there's no way he's actually going to come back and play for Barcelona. Anyway, what else we got going on? Winston's in the house. Let me scroll back up. I know I missed some folks. Prashanth getting the party started. Good morning. Ernest is with us. Winston, like I said, good morning. Adne, hello. Georgie Dampers with us. Said, need the Tim Allen noise on the stream deck when that happens. Tim Allen, that's a good throwback. Home Improvement, great show. Callum Zhu is with us. Hello. Kyle and Kudis, good morning, my fine gentlemen. How we doing today? Who else we got in here with us? I'm sure I missed some folks. Adne, I think I said hello. If not, good morning to you, Adne. Nightbot is in here with us, of course. Krish, hello. Good morning to you. All right, how's everybody feeling? Before we get into lineup and start talking predictions, which we'll go over here in just one moment, how's everybody feeling about the match going into Frankfurt? Am I right that we don't have too much to worry about? If you look at the Bundesliga table, Eintracht Frankfurt all the way down in 9th. I know that you can't really translate domestic play to European competition. It doesn't always match up, but it can be a sign. Like I said, Eintracht all the way down in 9th. If we take a look at their club, look at their players, let's just see if there's anybody that we should be worried about. Filip Kostic, he's pretty solid. Kevin Trapp, that's a PSG throwaway. Hasibi, I think, is the face of their club. Their center back, I think, could be wrong. I don't watch a lot of Eintracht Frankfurt, surprisingly. Dashi Kamada. I'm looking for notable names. Eric Durm. None of these are big names, though. Sebastian Rhodes, pretty good. Danny DaCosta. Those of you that play FIFA will probably be familiar with that name. Timmy Chandler's American right back. I don't like that guy at all, to be honest. I hated his attitude when he was playing for the men's national team. I'm looking further. I'm not seeing any names that actually make me worried. You know what I'm saying? Filip Kostic, I think, might be the one that could cause us a little bit of problems in the midfield. But overall, folks, I'm not too worried about this. Am I crazy? Am I the only one who's thinking that Barcelona are going to walk through Frankfurt here? I know Frankfurt have beaten Betis already, but Betis, I know they're pretty high up in La Liga table, but like I said, doesn't really translate. So I don't know. I'm just not too worried about it. Let me try and get caught up on the chat. Winston says Kamada is good. Callum Jew says, Callum's talking World Cup with Levi. Marshall, hello, sir. I'm not worried about a team that beat Betis. There's lots of teams that beat Betis. Betis is not like a powerhouse. I know that they're doing well in La Liga right now. I know that they have climbed their way up the table. They're in competition for a Champions League spot, but it's Betis. I'm just not worried about it, guys. I mean, you've seen Xavi ball, right? You've seen that? Yes, you've seen Xavi ball. If you've been watching Xavi ball, you're not worried about Frankfurt. I'm sorry. Okay, listen. I'll say this. A few weeks ago, my main man Pablo and I, shout out to Pablo Wolves Blanco, sat here and talked about how Barcelona are going to crush Galatasaray. We said 3-4-0, yada, yada, yada. Didn't happen. Galatasaray played a bunker defense. Very tight, very compact, slow, boring match. Ended up 0-0. So could I be wrong? Sure. It has happened before. I have been wrong once or twice in the past. I don't think I got this one wrong, though. I think Barcelona are on a hot streak. I think we're unstoppable at the moment. I think we march into Frankfurt. I think we win 2-0. And it's easy peasy. We take it back home, shut things down. EM, what's up, brother? How we doing? Coming in with a 4-0 victory prediction. Love to see it. Austin, good morning to you. Says, sending you all the wishes from Nagaland. Right on, sir. Sending you love and positive vibes right back. Levi says, Celtic beat Betis. Yeah, so listen, I'm not worried about Frankfurt. I don't care if they beat Betis. It's a non-concern for me. Levi says 3-1 to Barcelona. Ane says, we will smash this, but Betis deserve the respect. Actually, they're the only team in the Liga that has beat Xavi. Is that fact? Is that true? We got to jump back over to Barcelona fixtures now and verify that. That is not true. We lost to Real Madrid as well. Maybe in La Liga? Is that the only loss Xavi has in La Liga? Let's see. Let's see here. Betis 1-0, December 4th. Okay. All right, I'll give you that one. Here's the thing. Don't care. Unaffected. Doesn't change my prediction. If you look at this match, we dominated the match. They just got lucky. When did they score? Was it a late one? Yeah, 79th minute. I'm not worried about it, folks. Not worried about it. All right, we can do whatever math you want to do with this team beat that team, but that team beat this team, and therefore this or that, and yada, yada, yada. Don't care. Barcelona 2-0. It's coming. It's happening. Kenny, good morning to you. How we feeling? Felipe also says Barca wins by 2. All right, I know I got this started a little bit early in terms of predictions. We were actually supposed to go over lineup first. That's how we like to do things. So we'll reverse order. We got predictions out of the way. Now let's go over and take a look at the lineup. First, let's talk about who's unavailable. I believe Luke de Goat is still recovering from COVID, so he's not going to be with us. Dest still recovering from a hamstring injury, so he won't be traveling with the club. Dani Alves, of course, is not listed on the roster. He was left off, so he won't be available. Umtiti Roberto also injured. Ansu Fati still unavailable, but he's inching his way back. He's now training with the club. For those of you that keep up on the social medias and the YouTubes on Barcelona's content channels, Ansu Fati, like I said, back in training. I don't think he's doing full contact yet, but he is training with the club. So positive news there. In terms of a starting lineup, I do think we see some rotations happening as we build out this lineup. We just played on Sunday. We have another match coming up this weekend. As La Liga gets more secure, I think we start to rotate some players, give them some time in Europa League matches. Not starting with the goalkeeper. That's going to be Ter Stegen. I don't trust Neto. I don't trust our third or fourth string goalkeeper much as well. I know Tenyas has a bright future, but that's the future. He's not there yet, folks. Not there yet. Back four, since we do not have Dani Alves or Dest available, that means we're going to have to go with Araujo at the right back, which means Garcia will slide in and play center back. Could have this one wrong. It could be Langley. And maybe Xavi goes absolutely crazy and plays Eric and Langley and gives PK a rest. I don't think it'll happen. I'll say that. I don't think it'll happen. I think we see Alba, Eric, PK, Araujo across the back four. In the midfield, I think we see some burps into the microphone. I think we see some rotation here as well. You would think, just based off of logic and being practical, that Xavi would rotate Busquets. But it just doesn't seem to happen. And whenever Busquets is not on the pitch, we just don't play as well. So I think Busquets is out there, maybe for the first half, and then we see how things go. Barcelona score a goal or two, I think he comes off. But alongside him, I think we're going to have Pedri and Gavi. Gavi has not had a start in a few matches. I think Europa League is a great chance for him to slide in. Again, I think maybe De Jong and Nico come on at halftime, possibly for Busquets and Pedri, depending on how things go. But I think if Barcelona can dominate possession, get a goal or two in the first half, we're going to see some rotation. We're going to see some fresh legs, make sure we're good to go for the weekend. Up top, one change, Dembele to the bench, Adama out in the starting 11. I think that's what Xavi will go with. There is, again, the potential that maybe Ferran Torres gets a rest and you see Memphis out on that left wing. I think we can all agree at this point we don't like Gavi playing out at left wing. I know that's an option. Xavi has used him in that Iniesta role at times, but we don't like it. I'm pretty sure that's what they went with Galatasaray in the first leg. Not enough creativity on that left wing. So I think we stick with Ferran. We go Aubameyang centrally, Adama on the right. That's what we're looking at for a starting 11. Let me know your thoughts. If you're watching this on replay, let me know down in the comments what you think the starting 11 will be. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? And don't forget to give me your predictions for tomorrow's match. Frankfurt hosting Barcelona. I'm going 2-0 to the Blaugrana. A double from Aubameyang. Let's go. Probably assisted by Pedri and Ferran Torres. The double brace for Aubameyang, 2-0 to Barcelona. Easy peasy leg one. We'll take him into camp now, and we'll finish him off next week. Lock it in, folks. I'll turn to the chat now. We'll get caught up on your predictions, your reaction to a starting 11. Let me know what you're thinking, folks. We'll get caught up on the conversation. I'm going to take off this robe. For some reason, I am hot today. I'm running hot. Get off me. I'm sitting here just sweating, folks. I'm hot today. I don't know why. Maybe a little too much coffee. I don't know. Could be dehydrated. Who knows? Anyway. I see people are debating whether a message was spam or whether or not it was a glitch. Anyway, Ade says Garcia played incredibly well in El Clasico. I'm sure he'll start. I'm with you on that. What else we got here? Tovar, good evening to you. How we doing? Kyle Cash and Kudis. I love that you guys are moderators now. I hope you are enjoying that moderator power. Don't abuse it. With great power comes great responsibility, as they say. EM says, no Depay. Is Depay injured again? Did I miss that? Or are you just saying no to Depay being in the starting 11? Chris says, I would start De Jong as the CDM. Me too. However, Xavi is not too keen on rotating out Busquets. So as much as that would be my decision, I would go, listen, if I was Xavi, if this was my decision, I would absolutely rest Busquets. I would slide De Jong right in there. I would also rest Ferran, and I would bring in Memphis. This would be my starting 11. I don't think Xavi is going to rotate that much, though. I think Busquets will still be in there. I think Ferran will still be in there. But like I said, if I had my way, if I was running things, thankfully I'm not. Thankfully we have Xavi. This is what I would do. Just saying. Ernest says, I thought Jordi Alba's was predictable, but Adama is a programmed robot. That's pretty harsh. I wouldn't go that far. I think everyone's giving Adama a lot of slack right now because he's gone like 2 matches without getting an assist. Barca fans are tough, man. Absolutely tough. Barca Corner, good morning to you. ML32, hello. Bayern prediction for today. I don't know. I'm trying to not think about Champions League. I am interested in Chelsea, Real Madrid. I'm definitely rooting for Chelsea on that one. Barzagor says De Jong should not be played at CDM. Disagree. We've talked ad nauseum about that, so I don't even need to get into it. Kuda says absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. It does. It does. Absolutely does, as they say. Let's see. What else? Mickey Morris, good morning, says Memphis has a hamstring injury. Again? How did I miss this? Folks? Let's jump over to the Twitterverse and see if we can get that news. because I apparently missed this Memphis injury, which might mean a Barcelona B player will come up. Left hamstring strain. Womp, womp, womp. All right. Well, there goes my prediction of Memphis being available. Ugh. When did this even come out? April 6th, 3:27. I should have caught this. Should have woken up this morning, checked my tweets, and I didn't. Should have caught that one. So no Memphis. Update to the roster, no Memphis. I'm wondering if Abde or Jukla will come in, because they are available as replacement players, unless somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that we then can bring in Abde or Jukla to replace them, I think. EM asks, should we keep Adama for next season if we can get a reasonable transfer for him? I don't want to pay 40 million. I don't think he's worth that. I would love to have him at the club, but we got to find a reasonable deal. Maybe it's a player swap. Maybe it's a player swap plus some money, but 30 million, 40 million euros for Adama would be too much. Just too much. Adne coming in with a 3-0 Barcelona victory. I love it. Levi says, Memphis getting hurt too much. Listen, you could say that about a lot of our players this year. Thankfully, Xavi has started to ease away from those injuries. I mean, it was bad when Xavi first took over. Bad. But thankfully, we are working it out. Thoughts on De Jong's NFTs? Haven't seen him, actually. Have not seen De Jong's NFTs. Maybe that's something we can find on Twitter here real quick. Could be interesting. De Jong NFT. I don't know if that's news to anybody else. Frankie De Jong, when you buy my NFT art, you're buying into my story. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, dun dun dun. All right, let's see what we got. This just a countdown? Okay. Interesting. Very dramatic music. Frankie De Jong. Oh, okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. That was... Listen, guys. I'm not an economist. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a financial wizard or guru of any kind. But this NFT nonsense with the art, it's silly. The technology is staying, okay? I don't want to go off on a tangent, but the technology, the blockchain technology linked to this is staying. Think about virtual contracts that people sign, for example. No longer will those be PDFs. It'll be NFTs with the blockchain. But the art being sold for astronomical prices, that's not going to last. That's not going to last, folks. You heard it here first. Anyway. Barca Corner says, back to Frankie playing CDM. He would not be able to make his runs and make the immediate interceptions and tackles. I disagree with the last part. Yes, he would not make the runs forward, but you would have Gavi and Pedri making those runs. And De Jong 100% can make the interceptions and tackles that Busquets does. He needs more time getting comfortable in that role so he can read the game the way that Busquets does. But I'm not going to accept an argument that Busquets can do something that Frankie De Jong can't, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. Just saying. Tovar says, Frankie, less PR, more focus on the pitch. Frankie's doing great, folks. Ease up on the Frankie criticism. He's doing great. He's doing great. Speaking of doing great, folks, a little bit piece of news here I'll share with you. Barcelona, according to Fabrizio Romano, have not made an official bid for Tony Rudiger, and direct contact with his agents are just rumors. What we're focused on is Araujo, and apparently the deal is ready to be signed. Did not get the here we go just yet, but Fabrizio Romano, a trusted resource, and if he's saying that Araujo deal is all but done, we can get excited, folks. We can get excited for that one. Araujo is a huge piece for Barcelona's future. If you look at the spine of the club, in the attack, we've got Ansu Fati, we've got Ferran, we've got Dembele. Ooh. In the midfield, we've got Frankie, we've got Gavi, we've got Pedri, we've got Nico. And then defensively, we've got Dest, we've got Garcia, we've got, Dani Alves has a bright future. That young man, I think, is going to do some good things in his career. But outside of that, we need a center back to pair with Garcia. That's going to be Araujo. He is the Uruguayan Virgil van Dijk. He's big, he's tall, he's physical, he's fast, he's composed on the ball, he can score goals with the head. I love Araujo. I love what he brings to the club. The talent, the attitude, it's all there. He is one for the present and for the future. And like I said, according to Fabrizio Romano, the deal is all but done. What do we think, folks? How exciting is it for us to lock down the contract of Ronald Araujo? What else we got here? Let me caught up on the chat. Ernest wants to see Nico at DM. He'll have his time. He'll definitely have his time. Let's see. Levi, I'm trying to catch up on your comment here. I'm not sure who you're talking about. There's multiple conversations going on in the chat. I'm trying to keep up, but it's a lot. Anyway, yeah, Danny Alves, he's got a bright future, guys. I'm telling you. He's going to do big things. Watch out for that young man, Danny Alves. Theophilus saying 4-1 Barcelona prediction. Love to see it. I'm still going 2-0 for the Blaugrana on this one. Levi saying there isn't a better left back than Alba. I think Alphonso Davies might have something to say about that. Just saying. Just saying. I'm not sitting here hating on Danny Alba, or Jordi Alba, excuse me. But, yeah, just saying. Anyway, folks, let's keep the arguing to a minimum in the chat, all right? We're here for good conversation. We're here for good debate, but we don't need to make it tense, particularly this early in the morning, all right? We're here live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday to have some caffeine, catch up with the Culers, have some good conversation. We will have good debates. We'll tease each other a little bit. We'll poke fun. There'll be some trolling here and there. But at the end of the day, folks, this is not a place to be stressed. This is not a place to get into heated arguments or to personal attacks. This is a place for Culers to come together, have some good conversation, catch up with each other, get some good relationships going, some positivity, so that we can not only support the badge, but support each other. It is wild times in the world right now. There's conflict everywhere. We've got people from all over the world in this community, and we all get along. Despite any differences we have, this community is based off of our love of Barcelona and our respect for each other. That's what we do here, all right? So I love the debate. I love the conversation. Let's not get into personal attacks. That's not what this channel is about. I love you all very much, and I do appreciate all of you coming and hanging out with me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're also going to be live again tomorrow morning, excuse me, scratch that. We'll be live again tomorrow afternoon for the live match. Barcelona going into Frankfurt. We'll be looking for a win. I'm hoping that we don't see Frankfurt play a bunker defense, that tight, compact, 4-5-1 that Barcelona have to try to break down for 90 minutes like we saw against Galatasaray. Burps are going to happen, folks. It's natural, okay? I'm a human. I have a human body, and sometimes I burp. It happens. Don't sit there and judge me, Judy. Anyway, I digress. Tomorrow, live watch-along, Frankfurt hosting Barcelona. We'll be live about 30 minutes before kickoff. We'll go over the lineups. We'll talk predictions, and we'll get excited. We'll get that energy going. We'll get that positivity going before the match. And then we'll be here. I'll be giving you the play-by-play action. You get to participate in the conversation with Culers from around the world. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time, folks. Let me get caught up on the chat one more time, and then we'll get out of here. We'll start our day, folks. Kuda says, crying baby gets the candy. You're hilarious. Will Xavi give chance to goat weight? Probably not. Probably not. He's done. He's out. There's a new GOAT in town. We just got to get him back from COVID. That's Luke de GOAT, of course. Oh my gosh, Kudis. Yes. Cooler heads. Oh my gosh. Bro, that is so awesome. That is so good. Cooler heads. Oh man. We're going to leave on that one, folks. We're going to leave on that one. Shout out to my mods. Ayush, I appreciate you stopping in. It was good to see you this morning. Kyle Cash, have a wonderful day. Culers, go out there and do positive things. I know you're holding it down at work. Work hard. Try not to work too hard, though. All right? Enjoy your day. Do what you got to do. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Levi, it was great to see you, buddy. I appreciate you driving the conversation. You know that is always a bright spot in my day to have you in here. Everybody else, Ernest, I appreciate you stopping in. Tovar, I appreciate you coming in as well. Who else? Heine is in here with us. Luis, good morning. I don't think I caught you coming in. Good morning to you. Adne, Sahil, everybody who's been part of the conversation. I appreciate you all so much. If I missed you, I apologize. I'll catch you next time. All right. And next time, again, tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 Eastern Daylight Time, we'll be going live. Frankfurt versus Barcelona. Folks, thank you so much for starting your day with me. Come back again right here on the Undefeated channel. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just rambling. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to start my day. Go out there and do wonderful things, everybody. Georgie, have a great day. I appreciate you, buddy. Callum Ju, have a wonderful day. Go out there and do positive things. Give hugs. Give high fives. Spread love. Spread joy. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the match. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.